Guys, please check your audio and video settings, please. Guys, please check your audio and video settings, please. I want reply from you. Yes, boss. Are you able to hear me? Any newcomers are there? Please ping S in the chat box. Any newcomers are there? If there, please ping S in the chat box. Super. Welcome. Welcome to newcomers. Your batch code is 617. Okay. Spring Core. Spring Boot Core course intro, right, boss? Save this document. Yeah, the people who missed initial 2 classes, nothing to worry. You will get the backup classes. You will get the backup videos, right? Super, boss. Right, guys. Yeah, everyone please focus. I'll do all the details, guys. Admin number, everything. Yeah, everyone please collect the backup videos, guys. These are the 2 backup videos, guys, which you have missed. Especially newcomers, you should collect them. Then, boss. Okay, now listen. Course introduction. Course Spring Boot and microservices. Prerequisite: strong core Java knowledge, basics of JDBC, and Spring core module knowledge is required. Sir, I don't know Spring core module. Don't worry. I will give admin details. Contact the admin. From the admin, by paying extra amount, you can collect the Spring Basics videos and try to watch them in next 10-15 days. So based on that, you can happily continue in this course. Super. Duration 100+ sessions, guys. If you attend every topic in single slot, that is 7:30 p.m. slot. 55 to 65 sessions. Okay, guys. 2 slots, guys. Slot 1 is 7:30 p.m. Slot 2 is 5:30 p.m. First 20-25 days you have to attend in what? Slot 1 only. After that, you have to attend both the slots parallelly. That means 2 topics of same course you have to attend parallelly. Not compulsory, everyone should come for these 2 slots. You can attend everything in single slot, that is 7:30 p.m. slot. Weekly 6 to 7 sessions will be there, guys. It's a completely online course. Okay, Sunday classes will be in the morning hours, IST. Timing 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Course fee. Course fee 6K without recordings, 12K with recordings, boss. Yeah, full stack students can, Naresh IT, Java full stack student can attend this course, but in your course curriculum, whether this topic is there or not, these topic names are there or not, you please communicate with your admin and confirm. If there, you can attend. If not there, you have to pay discounted fee. You have to pay discounted fee. Is that clear? Because in some full stack program, only Spring is there. In some full stack program, Spring, Spring Boot, and microservice is there. So according to the plan that you have taken, you have to communicate with admin. By seeing your registration number, they will confirm whether it is part of full stack program or you need to have extra payment or not. Super. Is that clear, boss? Super. So advanced Java knowledge is not mandatory. You can do this course and advanced Java course parallel. Immediately advanced Java knowledge is not required. But strong core Java knowledge, basics of JDBC, and good amount of Spring core module knowledge is required. If you don't have Spring core module knowledge, contact the admin, collect the videos, and start watching the videos of Spring core module. Got it? Yeah, my new advanced Java batch will start in 1 week to 10 days, boss. Within 1 week to 10 days, new advanced Java batch will start, guys. Okay, guys. Yeah, anyone can paste admin number. Next batch takes 2 to 3 months easily. Next fresh batch takes 2 to 3 months easily. Admin, can you give your number? Mr.
Sure,
Arif,
sir. Yep.
can you paste your number in the chat box?
Okay, sir.
Mute yourself. Yeah, videos will be shared every day if you take the package. Next evening batch, next morning batch, any batch takes 2 to 3 months easily. Where you can get the videos. Videos will be sent to your email account, or they will be placed in Google Drive. You can collect from the Google Drive. Yeah, this is admin number, boss. This is admin number. Everyone, please collect the admin number. Okay, guys. Yeah. Shall we get into the subject, boss? Yesterday, what we discussed? Okay, this class is completely online, boss. Right now, offline classes are not possible. Maybe after 3-4 months, I may be available for offline classes. Right now, I am traveling a lot. I have 2 startup companies, guys. On that business work, I am traveling a lot. So once I become free, I don't mind conducting offline classes. Super. Yeah, Naresh IT will provide placement assistance. Placement assistance, right, boss? Super. Yeah, I think I have shared my email account. If you have any queries, you can send your queries to my email account, boss. You can happily post your queries to my email account. 24 hours to 48 hours, I will give. Our Facebook group is there now. There also you can post your queries. There also I'll reply within 3 to 4 hours. Super. This course is along with placement assistance. Right. Shall we get into today's discussion? Advanced Java course duration, 3.5 months. Yeah, what is our batch code? 617. What is this? Spring Boot core. Where is this? 23. Let's start the subject, boss. Let's get into the subject. Yes. Tell me, Spring Boot is extension of Spring Framework. So can I say Spring Boot is equal to Spring++? Okay. Spring Boot framework is equal to Spring Framework++. Okay. If you feel Spring Framework is inner circle, okay, outer circle is Spring Boot framework na, boss. So that means Spring Boot framework is created on the top of Spring Framework. Clear, boss? What is the basic formula of Spring Boot? Spring Boot is equal to Spring Framework minus XML configuration plus auto configuration. So we completely eliminate XML configuration, guys. We completely avoid XML configurations. Is that clear, my dear? We completely avoid XML configuration. So what do you mean by auto configuration, boss? What do you mean by auto configuration, boss? Based on the jar files added to class path, lot of common operations will be taken care automatically. Like making certain predefined classes of those jar files as Spring Beans. As Spring Beans, right, boss? and injecting one Spring Bean class object with another Spring Bean class object. Okay, guys. Giving in-memory database software, establishing connection with the database software, giving servers as the embedded servers. So that means what? Lot of common activities that is required in every project development will be taken care by Spring Boot. That means Spring Boot is acting as a self-intelligent or not? Spring Boot is acting as a self-intelligent or not? I want reply, my dear. Super, guys. Yeah, tell me, using Spring Boot framework, what are the different categories of applications we can develop? Standalone applications, web applications or websites, distributed applications, microservice architecture applications, right, boss? Microservice architecture applications. Standalone applications, web applications, right now, boss? Distributed application, microservice architecture applications, right, boss? Super. What do you mean by standalone application? Like core Java application, guys. The application that is specific to one computer and allows only one user at a time to operate the application is called standalone application. Core Java application, class with main method, calculator application, calendar application, desktop game, antivirus software. All these are called standalone applications, na boss? What do you mean by web application, boss? It's a client server application or two-tier application where client is a browser and server application is a software application interacting with each other in which model? Request response model. In what platform? C2B platform. Consumer to business platform. In which platform, guys? C2B platform. Consumer to business platform. Right, boss? Flipkart.com, NareshIT.com, Amazon.in. All these comes under web applications, boss. What do you say? All these comes under web applications or not? Super. See, browser is there, Flipkart.com is there. Browser is giving request to Flipkart.com. The programs that are there in Flipkart.com processing the request, generating the output back to browser as response. Generating the output back to browser as the response. Right, boss? Super. Next, distributed application or remoting application, guys. Distributed application or remoting application. This batch is for everyone. Even full stack students can attend. If these topics are there in your course package, you can attend directly. If not there, with extra payment, you can attend this. That's it. This is for everyone. Yeah, distributed application or remoting application. What do you mean by distributed application, guys? The application that allows different types of client application, either locally or remotely, to connect and consume the services in B2B environment. What environment? In B2B model, B2B environment is called distributed application. B2B is nothing but business to business environment, boss. B2B is nothing but business to business. Check it out. All UPI payment applications are distributed applications, boss. Why? Okay, I can use a UPI payment application from mobile application for payment, from web application for payment, for swiping card machine for payment, from desktop computer for payment, right? From Alexa device for payment. So these applications are called distributed applications or not? The application that allows either local clients or remote client to access the services and to consume the services, okay, in B2B model is called distributed application. Observe very carefully, boss. Clients are not browsers. Clients also other software applications, right, boss? Clients also other software applications. Tell me, boss. Browser talking to Flipkart.com website. Flipkart.com talking to PhonePe, distributed application. PhonePe talking to banking application, distributed application. Browser talking to Amazon.in website. Amazon.in talking to PayPal, payment broker, boss. acts as a bridge between e-commerce website and payment gateway. E-commerce website and payment gateway. Right now, boss? Why, sir? In this world, 4 important companies are there distributing credit cards and debit cards and through entire people in the world through banks, boss. They are Visa, Master, Mastrio, Cirrus. These are called payment gateways. So they will take care of entire infrastructure of operating plastic money called credit cards and debit cards. Tell me, boss, how they will give to customers? Not directly. Through banks, they will give. By linking with bank accounts. By linking them with what? Bank accounts. Right, boss? That's why you observe when you have SBI credit card or debit card, on the top of it, Visa, Master symbols will be there. When you have ICICI Bank credit card or debit card, on the top of it, Visa, Master symbols will be there. That means they are not doing business directly with customers. They are doing business with banks, boss. Sir, what's the benefit for them? Whenever you do any payment through credit card or debit card, 2% commission will be there. 2% commission will be there for every transaction. In that one, 50 NP commission, 0.5% will be given to bank people, 0.5% will be given to what? Payment broker, and 1% commission will be taken by whom? Payment gateway application. So that's the reason in small shops, when you say I will pay through card, they will say 2% extra because the 2% amount they don't get. So they will take it as an extra charge. They will take it as an extra charge. Right now, boss? That's why they ask 2% extra. Then what is the role of these payment brokers, sir? In this world, so many e-commerce websites are there. In this world, 4 to 5 payment gateways are there. Okay, e-commerce website can guess, customer will come with Visa card, Master card, Mastrio card, Cirrus card, some other company card, no. So instead of making one e-commerce application, talking with multiple payment gateway applications, right, boss? Whenever it receives the credit card or debit card, passes the details to payment broker. It's the responsibility of the payment broker picking up right payment gateway and getting the payment done. Getting the payment done. So that's why this bridge is required. Otherwise, what happened? Each e-commerce website should start communicating with what? Multiple payment gateways. That is quite a headache process or not? E-commerce website people always want to focus on what? Selling their products, not on these payment issues. That's why whenever they get credit card number or debit card number or credit card details or debit card detail, they simply pass to payment broker. They simply pass to payment broker. Is that clear, boss? Payment broker. This is what? Payment gateway. Payment gateway. This is e-commerce application. E-commerce application. Yeah, font size will be increased, don't worry. Because already things are there, na? Okay. Now listen, guys, observe very carefully. Phone Pay, distribute application. Its client is what? Flipkart. Here business to business, na boss? Phone Pay, client to bank application. So here also business to business. Two business entities are talking. Two applications are interacting. Not the customers. Not the customers, not the end users. So that's why distribute applications are what? This one. Then what is enterprise applications, sir? What is enterprise application? Enterprise application is the combination of web application and distributed application. So that's why whatever examples I have given above, they are definitely nothing but what? Enterprise applications are not. They are definitely nothing but enterprise applications are not. Super. Okay, very popular interview question. If you are a fresher, 1 plus 2 plus. For experienced people, they don't ask this question, but we have to, but there is no wrong of knowing this question, boss. What is the difference between, very favorite question, if someone wants to test your fundamentals are right or wrong? What is the difference between web application and distributed application? What is the difference between web application and distributed application? Super boss. Right. So shall we start understanding them, guys? Shall we start understanding it? Yeah. One side web application, boss. One side web application, guys, also called as website, right? Another side distributed application. Another side distributed application. Another side we have got what? Distributed applications. Super, guys. When application logic distributed over multiple machines, not that much correct, guys. Tell me, boss. Yeah. What's the first point here? What should I tell? It is always C2B application, guys. What is this? C2B application. Consumer to business application, guys. B. It is always B2B application. It is always B2B application. Super, guys. Tell me, guys. Allows only browser as the client. Allows only browser as the client. Tell me, guys. Allows different types of the client applications, like mobile applications, guys, like mobile application, web application, desktop application, come on, desktop application, embedded system application, come on, embedded system application, IoT application. Another distributed application is also can become client, right? Phone Pay itself distributed application. Bank application is distributed application. But Phone Pay is becoming client to bank application. Yes or no? Na? Another distributed application also can become client. This is, tell me, browser to software application interaction. This is always browser to software application interaction, guys. Yeah, tell me, boss, here what is there? This is application to application interaction. Application to application interaction. Application to application interaction. Tell me next one, what is there, guys? D. It is always application to application interaction. Represents entire application as the thin client fat server application. Thin client fat server application. Agree with me, guys? Array, browser side, nothing will be there. Everything will be there in website side only, na? Browser side, nothing will be there. Everything will be there in website side. Agree with me, boss? Okay. Represents two-tier applications as thin client, fat server application, guys. Okay, guys. Here is my D, boss. Browser side, nothing will be there. Everything will be there in software application side. Are you getting my point? Super. This is, tell me, this is a fat client, fat server application. Client side, some logics are there. Server side, some logics are there. Look at Flipkart talking to PhonePe. Flipkart is having some application logics. PhonePe is having some application logics. Agree with me, boss? Fat client and fat server application. This is fat client and fat server application, boss. Okay. Fat means more, guys. Thin means less. Don't think much. Now tell me, runs on request response model. Runs on request response model, guys. Here mostly runs on request response model. Client will give request, server will generate the response. Okay. Client will give request, server will give the response, guys. Runs on services invocation model. Array in server application, services will be there, business methods will be there, do payment, this kind of services will be there, right? Runs on services invocation model, guys. Runs on services invocation model. That means we call the business methods. We call the business method. Understanding my statement? Yeah, thin client, fat server can be used in front of interviewer. We call the business method, services invocation model. F, guys. We can use servlet JSP technologies to develop Java-based web applications. Java-based web applications. Nice, boss. F. We can use RMI outdated, guys. EasyB outdated. RMI, EasyB, both are outdated. Remote method invocation, enterprise Java beans. Remote method invocation, enterprise Java beans. Right, boss? Okay. So fat means client side more logics, server side more logics. Flipkart, PhonePe. PhonePe is server, Flipkart is client. Flipkart is also having more logics. Okay, PhonePe is also taking care of logics, right, boss? People are not focusing. When I'm explaining, if you don't listen, after when I write, if you ask what is that, it's meaningless. I want everyone to focus. Fat means more, thin means less. Browser talking to nareshit.com. All the logics of Naresh IT is there in Naresh IT website. Browser does not contain anything, right? So browser talking to nareshit.com. Thin client is talking to fat server. Flipkart.com talking to PhonePe. Flipkart.com is having some logic. PhonePe is having some logic, right, boss? Okay, boss. That's why it is called fat client and fat server, boss. Okay. Runs on request response model. In any website, we give request, we get the response, right? By clicking on hyperlink, by clicking on submit button. It's all about request response now, boss. Okay, in distributed applications, it's all about what? Invoking the services. No request, no response here. It's all about calling business methods. Tell me, Flipkart.com calls, do payment method, then do payment method of PhonePe will execute, right? Flipkart.com calls, okay, process credit card, having credit card number. So then relevant method in what? PayPal will execute or not? Here's all about business methods invocation. People should respond in the chat box. Are you comfortable with the last point? We can use RMI EasyB technologies. Technologies. Develop the to develop the Java-based distributed applications. Super, guys. Tell me next one. G. We can use struts, JSF, Spring MVC, Spring Boot MVC, frameworks to develop the Java-based web applications. Java-based web applications, right, boss? To develop the Java-based web applications. G, guys. Tell me, boss. We can use okay. Right, boss. We can use tell me web services frameworks. What, guys? Web services frameworks like JAX WS, right, boss? JAX WS, JAX RS, Apache CFX, right, boss? Sumit Mohapatra, Flipkart talking to PhonePe is a distributed application. So that is fat client, fat server. Guys, I don't know why are you confusing yourself. Both are software applications, fat client and fat server. One is browser, one is software application. Okay, thin client, fat server, right, boss? Browser to software application interaction. Browser means thin. Software application means fat. Application to application interaction. Software application to software application interaction. Both are fat, guys. So that's why fat client and fat server. Okay, based on your questions, I can say you are not focusing, boss. Right. Browser is always thin client because browser does not hold anything. It's just empty window, right? If you ask to communicate with Yahoo, it will interact with Yahoo website. If you ask to interact with Flipkart, it will interact with Flipkart.com. Everything of website is there at websites server side only, right, boss? Apache CFX, Apache Axis, Apache Axis, okay, Apache Axis, and etc. are the frameworks to develop the Java-based distributed applications. So even web services also there to develop the distributed application. Using web services, right, boss? Okay, using web services. You don't know, boss. You did not know all these things. We are going to learn web services. Clear, my dear? Okay, when to use which one? When I launch each module, you will get idea. Today, you try to understand what is what, right? Today, you try to understand what is what. Super, guys. Tell me, you need not to learn all these things, boss. Struts is outdated, JSF is outdated. Anyhow, we are going to learn Spring Boot MVC to develop the websites. Okay, here our favorite is what? These guys. Okay. Tell me. Tell me. Jax RS. It is my mistake. I'll give Spring related information also. Don't worry. Jax RS boss. Jax RS. Okay, let me give some more names related to Spring. Then you will be more happy, boss. Okay, black color. Spring REST. Spring Boot REST. Spring REST, Spring Boot REST are there to develop what, guys? Okay, distributed applications in Spring environment. Distributed applications in Spring environment, right, boss? So here we are going to study Spring Boot REST. So now tell me, guys. Okay, tell me if you don't know web service also, no problem. We are going to study Spring Boot REST officially here to develop the web service based distributed applications. Clear, my dear? Tell me next. H. How to do technicality? Don't worry. Technicality, when I launch each module, I will give clarity. Today we are just doing introduction. What is the introduction? I said using Spring Boot, we can develop 4 categories of application. So right now I'm teaching them, nothing else, right? What is what I am presenting? What is what I am presenting? Initial few days standalone applications, then distributed application, then web application, then distributed applications, lastly microservice application we are going to develop. So entire course is there in today's explanation, right, boss? But how technicalities, when I launch each module, you will get an idea. Examples, boss. What are the examples of websites? Flipkart.com, Amazon.in, nareshit.com, nareshit.com. Another examples here, boss. Tell me. Examples. Okay, Phone Pay, Google Pay, Paytm. Tell me. ICC application, BSC application. Yesterday we discussed all these things. Bombay Stock Exchange, International Cricket Council application, right, boss? Okay, next one. Visa, payment gateway application, Master, Visa, Master, Mastrio, okay, and etc. boss. This world is full of distributed applications. You know, in latest industry calls these distributed applications as APIs. APIs. Nothing but distributed applications, boss. I have to invoke the APIs. I have to invoke the APIs means indirectly they are talking about distributed applications only, right, boss? Okay. Tell me 23rd and 24th, same document, extension document. Let me add here need of Spring Boot, guys. Okay, guys. Tell me, guys. Listen, these distributed applications, web application can be 2-tier, minimum 2-tier. They can be 3-tier, 4-tier based on the need. They can be 2-tier, 3-tier, 4-tier based on the need. Minimum 2-tier, boss. Right? Super. Okay, now lastly, what is there, guys? Lastly, what is there? Monolithic architecture applications, right? Sorry, microservice architecture applications. And Spring Boot has become really popular because of this. Yeah, it takes time to understand and to digest, guys. So don't excite. And before I present completely, don't start asking questions. Listen completely, digest completely, analyze completely, then start putting queries to me. Definitely you'll understand. Definitely we are going to enjoy this one. Microservice architecture applications. Okay, now listen carefully, boss. Standalone application, web application, distributed application, whatever we develop, they again fall under monolithic architecture style application development. What is that? Monolithic architecture style application development. What do you mean by monolithic architecture style application development? Tell me, boss, your project contains one service or lots of services? You take a bank application or bank project. Bank offers only one service or lot of services? Definitely multiple services, right? What kind of services? Bank generally offers what kind of services? Tell me. Daily transactions service, customer coming, withdraw, deposit, opening account, closing account, this kind of thing. Next to loan service, mutual fund service. Come on, guys. Mutual fund service. And next one, locker service. Come on, boss. Locker service. Mutual funds means everything. Mutual fund means everything, guys. Next, payroll management service also will be there. And within the bank, employees will be there. Employee payment, salaries, all this stuff will be there or not there. Are you understanding my statement? Okay, loan service means every loan, guys. Gold loan, home loan, every loan it will cover. When you go for monolithic architecture, boss, what happens, all the services of the project will be developed as separate modules, but at the end, all the services will be packed into single unit, either as a jar file or WAR file. Either as a jar file or WAR file. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay, I'll write some points, then I'll give diagram, then I will talk the problem with monolithic architecture. Then to solve those problems, you have to go and enjoy what? Microservice architecture, guys. First, listen carefully. The standalone application, web applications, distributed applications that we have discussed so far are developed based on monolithic. Mono means single, boss. Monolithic architecture, right? Architecture, which says combine different services of the project. Combine different services of the project into, okay, 1 minute. Combine, develop different services as the, come on, different modules. Okay, different modules of the project and pack them into, come on, font size is lesser. Maybe you are attending class from the mobile. Can you increase your mobile screen width? Guys, font is visible. And pack them into single unit, either as a jar file or as the WAR file. Either as the jar file or as the WAR file. Okay, guys. Though we develop different services as different modules, but at the end, all of them will be packed into single unit, guys, in the form of jar or WAR file. Jar file. What is this? Java archive. Praveen, and I'm telling to everyone, before I launch, stop putting the query in the chat box. I said one statement yesterday. Whenever you get a doubt, hold it for 5 to 10 minutes because I believe most of your queries will be rectified in next 5 to 10 minute discussion. Did I analyze correctly, na boss? Please respond in the chat box, everyone. Did I analyze correctly? So that's why whenever you got a doubt, don't put in the chat box because if you are busy in typing, you will stop listening the class. And your question should be short and sweet. Because if you are typing lengthy messages, you will stop listening the class. After 10 minutes, you have to put the question only if I don't present the subject in the angle you want. Okay, I launched jar. What is jar file, sir? I launched where? What is where file? I launched microservice architecture. What is architecture? What is microservice? It is how it is different from other architecture. I launched, you started asking question. So it never looks like I'm giving the training to you. It looked like a fish market, right? So that's why I know you have access to chat box. You have a freedom to ask anything. But to make these sessions happening smoothly and neatly, and to make these sessions happening healthily, so I want you people to follow this rule. And I always present subject from student perspective only. Before you think, I think what you are going to think. I analyze what you are going to think. So that's why maximum I will try to what is that? Put the subject in the angle you are looking for. Super. Still, I may miss some angles. So that's why you have a freedom to ask, but by holding the question for 5 to 10 minutes. Sir, I may forget in these 5 to 10 minutes. Take a small rough notebook, write the question. After 10 minutes, if you feel that question is not covered, you ask me. No, you don't want to disturb in the middle of the session. Hold it till the end, ask me, or mail me, or put in the Facebook group, or we will provide other lab environments. There also you can clarify your questions. Super. Java archive file. Where file, guys? Web application archive file. Java archive file, web application archive. Yeah, listen, guys, this is my bank project. This is my bank project, guys. This is my bank project. Super. This is monolith architecture example, boss. Yeah, tell me, in this one, lot of services will be there. Daily transaction service, loan service, Tell me next one. Okay. Loan service, mutual fund service, payroll service, admin service, report service. In the banks, lot of reports are required in different situation, guys. Reports service, lot of services will be there or not. Okay, all these are what? Different modules, boss. All these are different modules. Daily transaction service. Daily transaction service or module. Next, guys, tell me, loan service or module. Loan service or module, guys. Tell me. Next, mutual funds. Whatever it is. Mutual funds, service or module. Done, boss. Next, locker service or module, guys. Super. Here is my admin service or module. Admin module, guys. Admin service or module. Or reports also you can take. If you can add more. Deposits also there. Reposits also there. All are interconnected now, boss? Definitely. All are definitely interconnected, right? Definitely there will be link between all these modules, guys. Directly or indirectly, there will be link. There will be link, guys. All are interconnected, right? Uh, will be released to the market in the form of single WAR file or jar file. Okay, let us assume, guys. Let us assume in this bank project of ICICI, remaining modules are just okay. But people have developed this loan service module excellent. People have developed this loan service module excellent. Where for which bank? ICICI Bank, right? ICICI Bank. Now listen carefully. ICICI Bank people developed loan service module in excellent manner. Okay. Okay. DCB Bank, one new bank is there, guys. So they are also building their software application. But they don't want to spend the time, money, huge budget only for loan service. They found this ICICI people loan module is really good. Can they take only this module outside? Then can they use? Can they take only this module outside? Can they use, guys? No. Why? It's a part of the big project. And all modules together packed and released as a single unit, right, boss? Packed and released as a single unit. So that's why we should use either all services or no services, right, boss? Okay, guys. Either all services should be used or no services. Either all services or no services, right now, boss? It's very problematic or not, boss? It's going to be problematic or not? If other projects, if other projects are client organizations wants to use one or another service or module of one or another service or module of, come on guys, one or another service or module of one or another service or module of one or another service or module of the above project of the above monolithic architecture project that is not possible because all the services or modules are packed into single var or jar. Packed into single unit or var file or jar. Yes, boss. To overcome this problem, guys, we can happily think about microservice architecture, boss. Come on, guys. What this microservice architecture, guys? Every service is a separate project. Nothing but micro. Micro means small. Every small service has a separate project. And keep interaction among the projects. Come on, guys. Is it not interesting? Every service, service has a separate project. Separate project. Separate project means every service is a separate WAR file or jar file, right? And all are not packed together. Sorry, all are not packed together. So what happens, guys? While working for ICICI, all these projects will interact with each other, will give the services. Suppose DCB Bank wants to use loan service. They also come and use this service. Right now, boss? or we can move only that service related project to TCP/PP. We can give only byte code of dot class file code of executable code of, not the source code of loan service module project to TCP/PP. Is it not interesting, Rai Babu? Microservice. Every service is a separate project. That is called microservice. Micro means small. Micro means very, very small. So every service will be developed as a separate project. See, guys, people will keep the title superstar, megastar, gigastar. Anyone keeps I'm a microstar? Anyone keeps the title I'm a microstar? No. Why? Micro means small, guys. Tell me here what is there. To overcome this problem, take the support of microservice architecture in the development of the project, which says develop every service or module as the separate project, where are jar file, and make them interacting with each other by taking the support of third-party tools and design patterns. Design patterns means best practices, right, guys? Design patterns means best practices. So not only we develop, guys, in microservice architecture, now onwards, MS means microservice, guys. Microservice architecture, every service is going to be a project. Is going to be project having its own packing of jar or ware. Its own packing of jar or ware. Now check it out. Yes, guys. Here, microservice 1, guys. Microservice 2, guys. Yeah. Microservice 3, guys. Microservice 4, guys. Microservice 4, guys. Microservice 6, guys. Microservice 7, guys. Like this, you can add any number of microservices. Understanding my statement? Okay, I call it as MS1. I call it as MS1, MS-1. MS-1. Tell me. I call it as MS-1. Tell me here what is there. MS-1. Tell me. Daily transaction service. Daily transaction service. Here is what? Pros-1 separate var file. Having its own var file. Right, boss? Daily transaction service, separate WAR file, guys. Tell me next one. Mutual funds service, guys. Its own WAR file, guys. Nice, boss. Copy this. Next. Loans service, guys. Loans service. Loans service. This is project 3. Separate WAR file. Next. Locker service. Are you listening my statement, guys? Locker service. This is going to be project 3, WAR file. Guys, these many days you heard these terminologies. Today, maybe technicality I am not talking, boss, but remaining aspects you are getting clarity na, boss. Admin service, right? You're able to present what is what to interviewer. You're able to present what to outsiders. At least you are happy. You're able to understand what is what. Reports service, guys. This is going to be project 5. Okay. This is going to be MS2. This is going to be MS2, guys. Tell me next. This is going to be MS3. This is going to be MS4. This is going to be Pros 3. What is their order? Why are you bothered, boss? Okay, same number has come. Don't worry, guys. That's not an issue. MS5. Here is what? MS6. Okay, MS6. Right. Okay, you are bothered about this. I'll give smart solution for this problem. I go there. I will write Pros 6. Happy? Yeah? So now tension is not there. Otherwise, I should change in multiple places, right? Happy, boss? Now tell me here, all of them will talk with each other. All of them will try to interact with each other as needed. As needed, right? When I say every service is separate project, someone ask, sir, 6 projects are there, na? Can I take 3 WAR files, 3 jar files? You can do that. Whether taking it as a jar or WAR is purely your choice. Taking it as a jar or WAR is purely your choice, guys. Okay, listen, guys. For this interaction, we use a lot of, for this interaction, we use a lot of, to make this interaction happening, we use lots of third-party tools. Jar file means standalone application. WAR file means web application, right? The jar file representing the web application is called WAR file. Jar represents standalone application. WAR represents web application. Jar file represents standalone application, guys. WAR file represents web application. Clear, boss? All these are fundamentals. Tell me, for this interaction, guys, for this communication or interaction between, for this communication or interaction between microservices, we take the support of third-party tools like API gateway, Eureka server. Array, don't worry. Today, just remember the names. Eureka service and lots of design patterns. Design patterns means best practices. Design pattern means best practices. Okay. Then this communication happens. So when I say microservice architecture based application development means developing every service as a separate project. Come on. Developing every service as a separate project and making them interacting with each other by using lots of third-party tools and design patterns. By using lots of third-party tools and design patterns. Clear, boss? By using lots of third-party tools and design patterns. Is that clear? Super. What's the advantage here? Tell me, boss. What's the advantage here? Tell me. Suppose some bank liked our locker service. They can take the code and they can use it. They can take the WAR file, they can use it. Come on. The services of above architecture can be used in multiple projects. Can be used on multiple projects. Right now, boss? Because every service is developed as an independent project. Every service is developed as an independent application, right, boss? And we can happily go play and use model, pay and use model. Okay. Since every service is developed as the independent project in the form of jar or WAR file, right? In the form of jar or WAR file. Okay. They can be used. They can be used in different projects on pay and use model, right? And on pay and use model. So more business can be done. More business can be done or not, guys? More business can be done. Is it not interesting? Sir, why Spring Boot is popular for microservice architecture application development? Tell me, boss, every service is a separate project? Now tell me, instead of one project, I have to create how many projects? 6 projects. If it is a typical application, 20, 30 projects. In all 20, 30 projects, some beans are coming as Spring Beans automatically. Some injections are happening automatically. In-memory databases are coming automatically. Connection to databases are happening automatically. Embedded servers are coming automatically. That means what? While developing multiple microservices as multiple projects, this auto configuration feature of Spring Boot will help us a lot or not? Will help us a lot or not? Because it is not towards one project, it is towards multiple projects that are representing multiple microservices. It is not just towards one project, it is towards what? Multiple microservices representing multiple projects. So that's why Spring Boot is really good in what? Microservice architecture based application development or not? Say something, my dear. I hope you convinced with me. Thoroughly enjoyed. Is it not interesting, Rababu? Listen, everything is independent project, na? It will have its own database. It will have its own database. It will have its own database. So everywhere database connection is required. As part of auto configuration, database connection will be internally taken care. That means that much burden is reduced on the programmer. The auto configuration feature of Spring Boot, right? Raghava, what is Eureka server? What is API gateway? They are quite technical things. Today, you don't worry. They are there for bridging purpose. They are there for bridging purpose, right? Sharath, every project, all layers will be there. Layers are not separated. Only services are separated. That service related, all layers will be there within the project. Pavan Kumar. Super guys. The auto configuration feature of Spring Boot. Okay. Spring Boot helps to get the common operations automatically. Like database, uh, like establishing the connection with the database software, right? Connection with the database software. Establishing the connection with the database software. Okay. In all the projects of microservice architecture, all the projects are services of microservice architecture. Microservice architecture application. Okay, now listen, guys. Array, every microservice internally web service, guys. And you know what is the specialty of web service? It's not compulsory. All the web services should be there. All the web services should be there in same language. This can be developed in Java. This can be developed in .NET. This can be developed in X language, Y language, Z language. Is that clear, guys? Okay. This point also this. What is this? Every microservice is the extension of web service. And each web service and web services can be developed and consumed. Consumed means used, boss. Can invoke the used in different languages. Different languages. Yeah, that means the microservices of the MS architecture project can be implemented either in same language or in different languages. Either in same language or in different languages. Either in same language or in different languages. Clear, boss? I think by today's class you got what is microservice architecture. What is what? Technicality, you don't worry. Technicalities, you don't worry, boss. You got clear-cut pictures. So we are set for coding purpose. Yeah, tomorrow onwards, we are going to discuss about technicalities of Spring Boot, guys. Technicalities of Spring Boot. Developing microservice code, the code configuration, run depending takes a lot of time to run application. It will reduce speed of the application. Who said that? Who said that? To start all services, more time is required. To start each and individual service, less time is required. And if one service is down, other services are not down, right? If one service gone for maintenance, other services are still running. So many advantages are there. I'm not touching all of them. Today, I just want to give idea about what is microservice architecture, right, boss? There are many advantages, one, two disadvantages also there. We will discuss them. We will discuss them. Okay. Tapas Pradhan, small and medium scale, monolithic architecture is good. But large scale, better to go for microservices. Netflix is running in microservice environment because Netflix is offering so many services now, boss. Netflix OTT is there now, that is running in what? Microservice architecture. Amazon, lots of services are running in microservice architecture. Clear, boss? Super. Okay, now I will take queries from you, boss. Nagalakshmi. Python is another programming language or scripting language. Okay, that is succeeded only in two domains, guys. One is IoT, other one is what? Data science. In data science domain, Java is also there. In IoT domain, Java is also there. So better not to compare Python with Java. You cannot compare both. Both are there in two different environments. Super, guys. Tell me. I have a doubt. Narrate ID distributed application or web application? Because I feel Narrate ID is using UPA application, Zoom platform, etc. Listen, guys. I don't know right now whether they are using browser pay or not. Earlier, it is browser to website interaction only. That's why I given as a web application. Okay. If it is using UPA payment also, Naresh IT is still website only. Naresh IT is still website only. That Roser Pay, PayPal, they are the distributed applications, right, boss? They are the distributed applications. Sir, do you have a separate batch for design pattern? Yes. What is web service? Environment to develop the distributed applications, guys. What is layer in software? A physical or logical partition representing certain logics is called layer. A physical or logical partition representing certain logics is called layer. Okay. Presentation logics are there in separate classes. Presentation layer. All database connectivity logics are there in separate classes. Okay. Persistence layer. Right, boss? Pavan Kumar. Advanced Java is mandatory for Spring. Not mandatory, better to learn parallelly. Okay. EAR file is outdated nowadays because there is no need of EAR file nowadays, boss. Okay, class looks very nice and understandable. One doubt, if you are going to use Hibernate in this course, how to proceed that? We don't use Hibernate directly, but we learn Hibernate fundamentals before it is used indirectly in Spring Data GPA. Super, guys. Can you give real-time example that is developed in monolithic architecture? Before microservice architecture, whatever applications are there in the market, they are monolithic only. Flipkart.com, monolithic. Spotify.com, monolithic, right? All old applications are based on monolithic. Only latest applications are there in what? Microservice. Okay, guys. Okay. Do you teach design pattern? If so, you tell when is going to start. Sarath, once date is decided, I will let you know. Please, next one. Amit Kumar, are you going to start new design pattern batch? Yes, very soon we are going to start. I know basic Java. Can I continue in this course? We can continue, but please collect Spring Basics videos first. Please collect Spring Basics videos first. Vasanti. Sir, I have around 10 years experience, VC++, V+. I want to switch to Java domain. What is the right path? First, learn core Java, madam, then think about these courses. Sir, can you convert notes to PDF or printable format? I don't have those conversion tool. Can consider important of this. All the time, please. Asha Isha, madam. Okay, it can be done. I will give the tool to you. You can do on your own. It's not a big thing. It's a free tool only. But I will give in the paintbrush because my content is combination of what? Text content plus images. And I don't want to see people copy pasting also. That's why wantedly I'm giving in paintbrush. Okay, give some examples, design pattern, singleton Java class, factory pattern, strategy pattern, all these things. RAR file, all RAR, EAR, all these are outdated formats. RAR, EAR, all these are outdated formats, boss. Can we continue Spring Boot microservice without having Spring knowledge? No. Contact the admin, collect the videos and start watching them in 15 days. Ramesh Naik, I'm your advanced Java student. Completed MCA 2022. After that, I am not continuing study now. I decided to continue. Ramesh Naik, you can show gap as experience. It's possible. Naib Sheikh, for Java full stack student who are having course in their course curriculum, it's free of cost to join. And for same full stack who don't have this course curriculum, they will get the discount now, sir. Yes. Without knowing Spring, can we learn Spring Boot? No. You should have Spring Basics knowledge. What is web service? Web service is a platform to develop the distributed applications. Facebook request is not accepted. After the class, I will accept your request. 1 minute. Parallelly, I'm going to accept it. Parallelly, I'm going to accept it, guys. Yeah, now I'm accepting those. Nearly 100 plus requests are coming. I have accepted. Okay, now I'm working as topics of Spring Basics. What is Spring Bean? What is IOC container? What is difference between Bean Factory container, IOC container, different types of injections, all those things, guys. Spring take much time. No, only Spring core knowledge you should learn. Okay, I have given 20-25 videos. Watch them. You can happily continue in this batch. About this course, we are going to get recording videos. If you want to get recording videos, you have to do double payment and contact the admin. Admin will give the details. Super. Sir, I developed using Servlet JSP. I deploy project by using Tomcat server. Then is showing error Apache Tomcat server. So you error has come means you give me the error, I will give the solution for the error. Error means not error, na boss. What is the exception you are getting all this stuff, right? I am just core Java before this course. I want to learn any basics. You should learn Spring Basics, guys, in order to continue in this batch. In order to continue this batch. Next batch takes 2 to 3 months time minimum. Next batch takes 2 to 3 months time minimum, right? Clear. Ramesh Naik, in Spring Boot, burden to the developer will be less, no doubt in that. Samar, when we develop DB connection logic, they can be kept in separate lar version. Samar Pratap, in Spring Boot, you need not to develop those logics. Those logics will be generated dynamically by Spring Boot through auto configuration. Eureka server acts as a bridge between. No, actually in Eureka server, all microservices will be registered so that one microservice can communicate with another microservice. In this client application, UA also will be separate, sir. No, sir. Please listen carefully, boss. All microservices generally contains what? Business logic, and separate UI applications will be there as client application. New projects will be definitely there, guys. Day-to-day requirements will be changing, architectures will be changing, projects will be changing. Always will be there. Don't think like that. Vera, developing microservices, the code configuration and running independent service, lot of time to run application speedily. No problem. No such problem, guys. You are running individual service. It takes less time to start, less time to stop. And even though one or other service is down, no problem for other services. No problem for other services. Clear, boss? No problem for other services. You're completely going in wrong. Yeah, I'll show how to download from Facebook. Solid principles are part of design patterns. Can you complete at least one real-time project small? All mini projects are based on real-time scenarios only. Advanced Java batch 1 week to 10 days. I am fresher. Can you please suggest some project example which I can create? Okay, that can apply internship. Mr. Kushmittal first learn subject and use the subject to create the projects. Disadvantages of microservices. Uh, Suppose I want debugging is very difficult. Why? We have to find flow of execution across the multiple microservices, right? Transaction management is very difficult because different works will happen on different microservices. So we have to go for distributed transaction management. Some complexity is there, guys. Ramesh Nayak, for existing students, Spring Basics is already over. So if you want to attend this course from Spring Boot onwards, you should take Spring Basics videos and watch them next to 10-15 days. Right? Thank you, boss. Mr. Sadiq, you can mail me the screenshot. Balakrishna Darpaneni. Sir, currently it seems there are no fresher jobs. Market is there for freshers also, but they are taking trained freshers. They are taking trained freshers. If you have much subject, then only they are entertaining, boss. Can I show my service analyst experience when I switch as Java developer? No, as a Java developer, they expect experience in Java only. You have to hide that experience. You have to show everything as Java experience. Sir, I have completed full Spring course. Can you please suggest me project because I have to apply for internship? During Spring course, you might have developed one or other mini projects. Now you can use those mini projects in the resume. FB link. Okay, sir. Okay, let me give faculty and admin details, guys. Here are my faculty and admin details. Yeah, distributed transaction management, part of our subject was. Right, guys. Yeah, this is my FB Facebook, guys. There I am uploading the notes. Here I am uploading the notes. This URL is already shared with you. Everyone, please take the copy of the content which I shared. What is your batch code? 617. What is your today's file? 23rd, 24th. Let me save the document first. Let me save the document first. Save post. 617 January 23rd, 24th. Say refresh, guys. How to download. When new Spring batch. I stopped teaching Spring batches, guys. I always teach Spring Basics, Spring Boot, and microservices. I start Spring Basics, then Spring Boot and microservices. Okay, for this batch, already Spring Basics is over. It's started from Spring Boot, guys. Those who want to join from today, they need to collect the Spring Basics videos. They need to complete as early as possible. Clear, boss? There is no demand for only Spring. Yeah, how to download? Three dots are there. Click on download button. Okay, it will be downloaded to downloads folder, boss. From there, open with paintbrush. Click on it. Samar Pratap Singh, notes will not be shared in Naresh IT website, boss. It will be shared in the Facebook group and individual Google Classrooms. Because Naresh IT is not having one faculty. 150 plus faculties are there. Please stop showing talent. And every faculty is having his own style of giving notes, right? Okay, guys. Open with Paint. Able to open this now, boss? Yeah. Initially, I will give in the Facebook, guys. Later, same notes will be given through Google Classroom and Google Drive. Don't worry. Same notes will be given through Google Classroom and Google Drive. Fine. Guys, tell me, am I reachable to you? Are you enjoying the sessions? Are you enjoying the sessions, guys? Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow and we will discuss more and more.